Drugs. What is the first thing that comes to your mind? Is it the drugs in movies and documentaries where they present themselves with white powder or pills, and then you take it or snort it, and then all of a sudden you are bombarded with
horrible CGI, 2D, rainbow effects.
back to you the very next day, being left out in some random place apartment whilst being naked. The drugs you might be thinking of is weed, cocaine, meth, ket, steroids, the illegal ones. But science defines drugs as something that affects your body. And when I was 11 years old, my teacher said that even coffee is seen as a drug. And I generally was shit. I was genuinely scared for my life. I generally thought that my parents were junkies because of how much they consumed coffee within every single day. But as a 20-year-old man right now,
I'm probably the biggest junkie in terms of caffeine.
and the amount of caffeine I have consumed that even would leave Robert Downey Jr. before his arrest worried for me. But in today's video, we will talk about drugs that are for good, that are healthy, that are meant for you in your system, like coffee, alcohol, and oh shit, it's the wrong part of the script. Sorry, my bad. A little bit of a technical error. I'm talking about medical drugs, including paracetamol, ibuprofen, that horrible liquid that helped me through the flu when I was 7, aspirin, as you Americans love to use that word a lot, lozenges, you get the idea. But there is one kind of medicine that is hardly talked about around this world. Well, some countries would know about that medicine, as how else I would have known. And for shit, I know that the UK doesn't know about this, and I'm talking about black pills. Before this channel was given birth to, and so this was during late 2025, I was having very horrible abdominal pain. And somewhere in like November, I would go to the toilet and would often have the worst turds of my life. I'm talking about that. I would need to like hold on to the sink closest to me just for me to give birth to human waste. And so, of course, like any regular civilian would do, they would go to the GP about it to check about what has happened, what is it that is wrong with me. And the first time I went there, I was diagnosed with some disease that sounds as if it was made by some toxic chemical factory known as pylori. So I was therefore diagnosed with some sort of medication, to which then I took it and felt as if I was bedridden, felt as if I was dying. I really wasn't, I was just being bitch. But after I've taken the medication, the pylori went away. But my abdomen still felt like shit. I sort of felt as if I was getting stabbed, as if I was getting gone, as if I was getting strangled to death. I was feeling horrid. I still went to the toilet and I still could not stop shitting in there. That's a bit too personal, but you guys have to feel my pain that I felt during that time period. And so I had to go to the GP again to make sure that I wasn't actually dying. And when I went to the GP and they've taken some tests that I had to take, they all came back either normal or negative. So I was still questioning myself further and further as to what is generally wrong with me. Am I a creep? Am I a weirdo? The point being is I was feeling like absolutely dookie. And so when I had to go back home to my parents, so I can't remember when I had to go into this, but I told my parents about my issue. I told them about that I went to the GP, I went to the hospital a couple of times. I think this was the reason why I went to take some hospital trips, because there were some days that I felt as if my stomach was about to explode, but it was all great. They did a CT scan, it went fine. And my dad, full on, word for word, said, "Listen, the hospital has done enough to take care of you. Now it's my turn, son, to take care of you." What a Chad he was. And the moment that he said those sentences, I feared for my life. I genuinely thought that what the next things that he was about to give me was probably poison, a poison apple, or some sort of miracle cure that could probably cure cancer that nobody's aware of before. I don't know. So he gave me some black pills that was like shaped. So it was like this sort of packet that he had given me, and you know, I thought nothing of it. I had to take 5 of them. So I had to take like 5 black pills like this. Right? Quite girthy. And when I took the pills, I all of a sudden felt oddly fine. I even went to the toilet and I felt great. In my first time of my life in a while. I felt as if when I got into that toilet, I felt as if, you know, all the devils, all the demons dancing around my stomach has just came out my butthole and just flushed away in the toilet. It felt that when I did take the turd, it was all black. Just like my cooking. Burnt and solid. Did the black pills truly save my life? Well, kind of. If you consider me making videos and still doing my normal day-to-day things, then it kind of did save my life. You know, if it wasn't for these pills, I wouldn't be able to produce shit content that you guys get to laugh at for. Am I going to reveal what the black pills are? Where they're like called Ceramide. I think it's in reverse because I'm showing it to my camera, but I mean, I don't know, it's all in Lithuanian, so the only way you could get these is if you find a Lithuanian shop somewhere in the UK. But, aha! Only a fellow Lithuanian would know when's the next Lithuanian shop around, whether it's in the UK or somewhere else. Right, we have like a little magnetic field attraction towards other Lithuanians that we can spot easily which one is our shop or not. So, you got to have some sort of, it's like a radar, it's like a gamma detector. It's like, for example, you have to have a Lithuanian like carrying around right there, and then it will detect it like to show that there's a nearby shop right there. But I'm here to officially congratulate my official 10th video anniversary, and I gave you the greatest gift of a 10th video ever, my shitty story. Haha, get it? Because like, anyway, the microphone should be coming next week. I'm also getting a very cheap face cam, so hopefully that you get to see my detailed face of an Adonis before. So I should still be experimenting with better lighting. As you can see, I'm making a different video where it contains about yellow light. But other than that, it was a tedious making of a video. And I hope you guys have a great poo in the toilet, everyone.